name is Harry, and welcome back to the video today. We're gonna be watching something, since you love me getting scared out of my mind for some reason. 10 ghost sightings caught on tape. I'm not gonna enjoy this. Oh, I like scary stuff, but at the same time, you guys remember the last time I got scared? Just go check out my stream with Bendy. I didn't, let's just say I fell out of my chair, and I wasn't using a good of a. Yeah, but anyway, luckily I found a creator who doesn't mind me, doesn't mind people reacting to his stuff. So yeah, let's go. Oh, wait, one moment. I forgot to do. I'm so unprofessional. I forgot to put my headphones in so I can listen. Let's get into this.
Chills.
Go check out this dude in the
Number 10,
description.
Ghost Jail. A YouTuber named Junked Up Kitten and his friends are exploring an old county jail.
No.
They take a video
Why would you do that? Nah, you never. Why would you do this? What are you looking for?
camera with them so that they can make a parody of the Ghost Hunters television series. Little
Oh,
did the small group know that on this night they would accidentally capture actual evidence of real ghosts. Junked Up Kitten wanders around the property with the camera close to his face while narrating. He passes by an ordinary looking jail cell window and doesn't think much of it at the time. When he goes back to review the footage later, he makes a startling discovery in the window. It looks like his parody show has turned out to be the real thing.
what is that? That looks like a fat dude's neck. What it? Dude, you need to start working out. Whoever that is needs to start working out and like start losing some weight. Like, listen, I ain't fat shaming, but come on, man. What is that? What
From the
is
other side of
that?
the glass, the
What is
colorless
that? What is this man? Who is this man's? Whose man's is this?
reflection of a man's face stares at him. You can clearly see the outline of the
Yo, I'm making a video.
ghost's brow. No,
Yo, please turn that down. Please turn it down and put on headphones. Okay, please. You're gonna give me copyright. Please just pause that music for a second. I'm gonna have to mute my thing real quick. Please. Gosh, you ruined. Go.
nose and empty eyes. His head is cocked
Yo,
to
I
the
do not.
right, almost as
I'm gonna. You're not allowed to be in it.
if he is sizing
You
up a
know that.
newcomer.
Mom doesn't want you
His
being
mouth
in it.
appears to be a thin, expressionless line. If anything, the ghost has incredible timing. Right when Junked
True.
Up Kitten says that he is looking for evidence of ghosts, one just happens to show up in the window. It's almost as if the ghost was trying to make its presence known. Perhaps it was even trying to get a hold of someone who could free it from its miserable cell. Number 9.
Listen, man, that ain't gonna be me. Listen, you can do it. You can someone else. You know, I will give you my best friend, like cute Quincy. He can help you. Not me. Nah,
9. Restaurant spooks.
I ain't doing that.
Most people think of houses, hospitals, or jails when they think about ghost sightings.
Yeah.
But some of the most unsuspecting of places can turn out to be the most haunted.
Oh no, I know that there's probably ghosts everywhere because every place gets remodeled once. Like a place that could have been a jail, like could be a restaurant, could have been a jail cell a long time ago, could have been an old house. So yeah, no, it's not surprising at all.
This footage was taken in a popular food joint during broad daylight. A shadowy ghost suddenly materializes in a Subway restaurant. It starts out in
Where?
the shape of a human and almost appears to be getting a table. When it gets back to its seat, the black shadow suddenly changes into a floating black blob of an
What is that? What is that? What is that? What?
orb. At this
Listen, that's somebody's spark cloud. That's some doo-doo. That's somebody took a big old fart and it's going up into the air.
an employee or maybe a customer appears to see the ghost in the doorway. Whoever they
Nah, they are smart. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This man walks in. No,
back to
watch.
its seat, the black shadow
W-
suddenly
watch this.
changes into
Watch
a
this.
floating black blob of an orb. At this
The dude
point, an
sees him.
employee
Yep.
or
He's
maybe
like, oh, just sees the ghost. Oh,
a customer
you know what?
appears to
I'm
see
gonna
the
get out of
ghost
here.
in the doorway.
This dude's smart. Do what this dude. When you see a ghost, just get out. Nope. Just act like you never seen it. Oh, what ghost? I'm out.
Whoever
Nope.
they are, they look stunned for a second and then quickly back away. The shadow orb
Yep.
pays no attention to the human as it floats up to the window and lingers there. It's almost as
Yep.
if it's taking a look at the outside world. The ghost starts to rise even higher and shrinks until it fully disappears back to wherever it came from.
Yeah, just stay there, please. We don't need you here. Go back to heaven. Go back to God. Be gone.
Number 8, the Ghost Stadium. Ghosts don't have to wait until nighttime before they can begin to haunt. As this Brazilian soccer footage shows, the crowd is happily cheering on their favorite team when suddenly a shadow ghost starts sprinting through all of them. Look closely and you'll notice how nobody tries to move out of the way. Even though a person is clearly running full speed at them, not a single person tries to pull their legs in or even bothers to look up. They are so concentrated
I didn't
on the
even
game
notice
that
that.
they do not see, feel, or hear the ghost as it runs directly through the
What?
half-filled stadium in a straight line.
What?
Number 7,
You know what I
Fridge
think it is?
Ghost.
I think it's just somebody going to go get a taco. You know, they just got hungry, man. So they just say, you know what? I'm gonna be Danny Phantom.
A YouTuber named No Ghost Hunter grows tired of living in a haunted home and decides to videotape the disturbances for evidence. It's a little past midnight when he hears scratching noises, which soon progresses into running footsteps
That could have. I think this is just his dog, maybe. Like if it's just scratching and some.
and loud bangs. These noises appear to
Wait,
be coming from
bangs?
all different areas of the home at once.
Pretty sure you're just getting robbed at one end, and that one side your pet's going crazy.
The next day, his HD TV literally begins rocking violently from side to side all by itself. The rocking motion picks up speed until the corners of the TV are almost hitting the entertainment center, and it looks like the base is going to break. Then the TV starts rocking back and forth the other way. There is nobody behind the television, and there's no way they could have been using strings to do this. The day after, No Ghost Hunter finds a short video on his phone that he is 100% sure he did not make. The video is shot from the ground level of his kitchen. When you look at the reflection in the oven, you can see that nobody is holding the phone. The phone is literally floating in midair. Additional footage shows the TV shaking by itself again. This time, No Ghost Hunter is able to film behind the television to show that this is not a prank at all. He waves his hand above the television to show that there's no wires, and he even films underneath the base to show that there is no rod coming out from the entertainment center or anything like that. The lights cut out multiple times while he films. A few days later, he captures his refrigerator door slamming open and closed again and again. The brazen poltergeist leaves the door open to make sure its presence is fully known. Number 6, Watched from Above.
Nah, get out of there. You just need to get out. Literally, get out. Just leave, boy. They can have my cat. They can have my dog. They can have all the food in the house. You can have my Xbox, okay? Just my PC, my phone, we out there. I'm going back to my mom's house. Like, if that ever happened to me, I'm going back to my mom's house. I'm going to my grandma's, granddad's. I don't care. I'm getting out. I'm living on the streets. See ya.
A group of British friends are playing catch in a courtyard when one of them sees something strange and points it out to the others. The camera follows his gaze and stops on a pale face looking at them from high above. The sickly person looks at them for a second longer before silently slipping out of view. The group is now creeped out and wants to know who has been spying
Yo, what?
on them this.
Now, that's the dude from The Purge. You know, the ones with the white mask? The, like, hacker mask dude? That's who that is. That's just the Purge dude being like, is it time yet, boy? Is it time for me to have fun?
Whole time, they tell the property manager about the face they saw in the window, but she says that it's impossible. The room they are talking about has been locked and unoccupied for quite some time. The manager goes up with them to unlock the door and show them around. They try and find the person, but the place is completely empty. There's no way anyone could
No.
have been up there.
No. Look, there's graffiti right there. There's graffiti. So people can get up there.
Yet the camera obviously says differently. The mysterious peeper has never been identified. Number 5, Old Pete's Ghost. There's a famous pub in Sydney, Australia called the Carlisle
Oh, I've
Castle
seen this.
Hotel. For years, this local watering hole has been haunted by the ghost of Old Pete, a
Yep.
bitter ex-employee who left the earth quite some time ago, but not his job. His ghostly antics have been caught on camera no less than 3 times. The first time Pete was caught on tape, he was helping a customer. The unsuspecting man opens the door to the cooler when Pete decides to grab 2 bottles of red wine for himself. His ghost grip must have not been too tight though,
Yeah.
because both bottles go crashing to the floor. Looking at the footage, there's no way that the shelf gave out or anything like that. The bottles were thrown to the ground.
Well, maybe there could have been like a string attached to the second bottle in the back, and like that pushed the other bottle first.
Deliberate force with no one nearby. Another incident occurred when the
Well, okay, look. The string could have been stretched out and then behind the freezer. Like, look. I'm pretty sure I got a third view shot.
Looking at the footage, there's no way
Like, the string could have went behind the cooler. Like, you see how it could end right there? Like, that end behind the cooler and, like, stretch around the cooler. And someone could have just tugged on that.
that the shelf gave out or anything like that. The bottles were thrown to the ground. with deliberate force with no one nearby. Another incident occurred when the bar was full of witnesses. Everyone is happily enjoying themselves when a
Okay.
hanging red wine glass suddenly dislodges itself and smashes into the counter. Glass shards fly everywhere and the entire bar takes notice. Although this could have simply been a freak accident, what are the chances that, of all the
Yeah.
red wine glasses, the one that's directly underneath the server happens to be the one to fall and break? The timing is almost too perfect to be a coincidence.
Well,
Old Pete
no, it doesn't. That stuff happens. It could be just a coincidence. It's like you never know.
strikes again.
That's not,
The
that I
third
don't
and
take that.
final tape reveals a glimpse of old Pete himself. The bar is empty this time when the angry ghost suddenly materializes in front of the security camera. If you look closely, you can make out old Pete's head at the bottom of the screen. He appears to be waving. Many other bartenders and customers all claim to have seen old Pete for themselves in one way or another. It isn't uncommon for tapes to turn on by themselves, and the bartenders have seen what they can only describe as strange things while counting down their registers after
Yeah,
close.
I don't know what that
to make
is.
this all even stranger, all of the bottles that go crashing to the floor are always high-end red wines. This just so happened to be old Pete's favorite drink, at least when he was still with the living.
Yeah, I can't explain that. I'm sorry. That last one I cannot explain, and the fact that it was all red wine.
Number 4, the church disturbance.
Oh,
Steve and Jake are wandering around
why would you go to a church? I never want to go to churches at night. Here, I'm gonna get my Skittles, but I never want to go to a church at night.
the woods one summer night with a single goal in mind. They want to explore an abandoned local chapel that's rumored to be haunted. As they approach, they see that someone has written prayers and warnings all over the outside wall. The two friends instantly get a bad feeling about this adventure, but they swallow their fear
Nah, run back. Get out there.
and decide to press on. The rickety main door is locked, so they sneak around back. Already, they don't want to be here much longer. They had explored an old clock tower earlier in the day and were greatly disappointed by a lack of paranormal activity. But they could tell this church is way different. The place looked and felt quite haunted. They go up some wooden steps and enter through the back door. They shine their flashlights deep into the church's main assembly. There's rows and rows of wooden pews ahead of them. They pass by a podium and notice a piano. Then they head deeper inside. Now they find themselves inside of a small maintenance closet.
No, please just don't.
They close the
Don't.
door behind them because they don't want anyone sneaking up on them. It feels like anyone could be watching them right now.
You just. That is some of the stupidest crap. Why would you close the door behind you? It's just gonna take longer for you to get out, because you now have to open the door. You could have just ran out.
They see a ladder to the left. Steve is about to climb
Don't,
it until
no.
Jake jokes that a body is going to fall down on him if he does, so he decides not to. That's when the piano starts to play from outside.
Oh no. Oh my god. Turn it off. Turn it off. Shh. Listen, listen. Shh, that's the fucking piano. Is that
No. Listen, I like music, but I'm not about to hear ghost piano. Nah, get out of there. Run.
Should we go out there? Is that door open? That door open?
No.
It's
No.
a soft and haunting piano melody that fills the church. Steve and Jake shut off their flashlights and keep recording. They debate whether
Why would you shut off your flash? Are you stupid? Because that's the only reason I can come up with why you would do that. Are you stupid? Is there something wrong with you up here? Why would you turn off your flashlight? Now when you're going to turn it on, the mystery man's going to be behind you and be like, yo, what's up? And going to snap your neck.
or not they should go outside or stay here, where it's semi-safe. They realize that they can't spend the entire night trapped in the broom closet of a haunted church, so they turn their flashlights back on to see who is playing. Sitting at the piano at the far end of the room is a black hunched-over phantom. They scream and shut the door. Jake cries for a bit, then they run away through the back exit. The music stops as soon as they leave the church. They were hoping that the music stopped because it was over, but in reality, it was because the ghost had gotten up from the piano to chase them. They run a good distance before pausing to look back into the dark scenery. It seems like they've gotten away, but then the ghost finds them and they run away screaming. The camera cuts off as they fall back deeper into the woods. At least one of them survived and uploaded this video onto YouTube, where it's remained for the past 10 years. Number 3, the teleporter.
Nah.
Two girls are alone in their house when one of them sees something in the doorway. Pause the video and you can see it's clearly the upper half of a young girl who is dressed in old-fashioned clothes from another time
What is that?
period. She is floating in midair
Her
as
face
she
looks
appears
mutilated.
dressed in old
Look at that. That's some Slender Man type stuff. Run! Get out the house.
Old-fashioned clothes from another time period. She is floating in mid
You know what that is? That is an Amish little girl. That is an Amish girl being like, yo, what's up? But not, yeah, all serious, get out of
there as she curiously peeks in on the two children to see what they are doing. One of the girls still doesn't see the ghost. She shouts at something that's on television and accidentally startles the ghost away. The girl with the camera follows the ghost as it retreats. The ghost instantly teleports and now stares at them from the top of the steps. The scared girls run out of the house screaming. They stop only for a second to turn around from the street. They can see the ghost girl walking across the left window on the top floor. It vanishes and then suddenly appears on the bottom floor in less than a second. They scream even louder and take off again.
Get out, get
Number
out,
2,
get out,
stay
no,
out
no.
of the attic. Back in 2008, a man started to notice some strange activities around his house. He would often come home from work to find his dogs cowering under the bed, too afraid to come out. One of his dogs would only come out from under the bed for a brief 10 seconds at most before going straight back into hiding. Something was intimidating these large dogs badly. The owner starts to hear banging noises coming from all over his
Okay, guys, we gotta sit through these ads real quick. So yeah, oh my. For proof that
his
I
house.
support everybody.
He begins to look around. He eventually traces the noise to his attic and goes upstairs with a camera for a closer look.
Not an
Everything is
attic.
completely trashed. Boxes are overturned and clothing is scattered everywhere. Something has violently flung all of his personal possessions all around. As soon as he goes back downstairs, he hears another huge bang and runs right back up the steps. He puts the camera down and searches the empty attic for clues. A nearby metal bucket falls over and he runs out of the room before he gets hurt. Another object hits the ground on its own
Yep,
and the
get out.
camera moves
Yep,
to the right
yep.
on its own too. The
Get
homeowner
out.
was too scared to look at the footage. He waited a week before going back upstairs to get his camera. By now, he is understandably quite paranoid. He begins recording everything he does in his home, and it isn't long before he has more paranormal evidence. One day, his radio turns to static and a spirit orb rushes out the window. Later, someone violently jiggles the doorknob to the door that leads to the attic. The door opens and shuts by itself. The radio goes back to normal soon after. Things look to be going back to normal for a second, but then a paper towel roll suddenly flies up from the table to the couch, and the radio starts making more sounds again. The video recording starts to get fuzzy too, as if a ghost is causing electrical disturbances by passing by. Both of his dogs begin to look in the same spot as if they are following something. Whatever it was, the man was never able to physically catch it on film. He was only able to record its strange and oftentimes violent behaviors. Before we get to number 1,
Nah,
if
get
you've ever
out.
been curious as to what I look like in real life, then follow me on Instagram at
go follow him.
DylanIsChillinYT
He's the one that
with
has to collect
underscores
this
instead of
stuff.
spaces.
I just
I
watch
also
it
have a
for a
Twitter
while.
at YT_chills
No,
where I post
yep.
video updates. I'd really appreciate it if you followed me, and feel free to send me
Go
a
follow
DM
him.
if you
I'm
have
using
any
his video
questions or
content, by the
suggestions.
way.
I upload a new scary video every Thursday.
Every Thursday,
Number
guys.
1, Ghoul School.
Oh no.
This footage comes from somewhere in the Middle East. A group of teenagers are curiously exploring an old school. They go up a flight of steps
that a
and
snake?
pause when they hear a dog whining on the other side of the door. They all run down the steps and gather at the bottom. They're afraid of being attacked by a group of stray dogs now, but they decide to press on and explore the lower areas. The group finds bravery in their numbers and begins to joke and laugh again as they make their way down a long hallway. They open a door and find graffiti on the wall.
Yep.
Other people had been here before them. Maybe this place isn't so bad after all. The teens grow a little more nervous as they continue to poke around.
Oh, yeah, that's
they are
school-
laughing
that's
less and
like some
starting to
school
go
stuff.
silent. Something just isn't right about this section of the building. A
Yeah.
YouTuber named Zabin Jaguar translated their comments. He says at this point one of the teens say that their phone shut itself off even though it was fully charged only a moment ago. Another person was able to keep recording, though they probably now wish they hadn't. They enter one classroom in particular and get a dreadful feeling. Suddenly, a figure actually appears out of thin air and walks towards them. The
What
ghost
the-
is missing his
Yeah.
head, but there's somehow no blood. A loud chanting begins as soon as the ghost walks towards them, but this may be prayers from a nearby mosque. Amazingly, the group all appears to have missed the ghost,
Get out,
which
get out.
explains why they calmly continue to keep exploring. They wouldn't see the apparition until much
How do you-
later, but when they did, they would never forget what was heading straight towards them in that room. Thanks for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe because I upload a new scary video every Thursday, or if you're still not convinced,
Nah. You know what? I think this is good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's see. 13 minutes and 25 seconds. This is the video. Well, 13 minutes and 39 seconds. This is the entire video. and I switched it out to about 19 minutes. I said I got a good. Almost, actually, no, it's 20 minutes. It's gonna be 20 minutes in a couple of seconds. So I think I use this content right because I put in my own content in my videos. I just want to make sure. Okay, after this, I need to go. I need to go watch the Try Not to Laugh challenge. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and that, who knows, maybe I'll have a video up today, and then another one up tomorrow, and a gaming video up tomorrow too, and start doing a reaction and gaming video every day. But yeah, I don't know, man. This ain't that ain't cool. I'm not gonna be doing that. Anyway, guys, my name is Sheridan. I'll be logging out. Wait, sorry. Let me restart that, please. Anyway, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and tell me if you want me to react to more of Chill's scary videos. 'Cause he's got a lot of these things. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Make sure to go check out Chill's. His channel will be in the description down below. Anyway, guys, my name is Sheridan. I'll be logging out, and I will see you dudes later. Bye.